but it's okay. Yeah, because their OP is crap. We'll see if the Path of Ascension stuff brings me in some views. Meow meow meow. I'm just worried about going into next week that now I'm undergeared compared to a lot of people. Yeah, but I mean, I guess with Mythic Plus, I guess at that point I can run as many Mythics as I want as long as there's a keystone to it. So I'm not limited to just 8. And at that point, we can spam. Let's see. I just find it so weird that they like. It's almost easier to like gear out PvP wise. It's just so random to me. Like you can't even upgrade your anima gear yet, but yet you can upgrade your PvP gear. Yeah, but you can't even upgrade your anima gear yet, like from 155. That's which is weird. I would think that they would have made it where you could at least level it along with the PvP gear. You know, that way you had a choice between do you want PvP or PvE? You got your choices. But to make it where it's no, I'm streaming. You should have a shirt on. But to like make it where like they couldn't even like balance it out like is really weird to me. Because once again, the thing I have an abundance of is anima. You can't even get a full set of. Well, this is probably why. The anima gear does come with powers. It does have set gear powers. So that might be why. Because like for me, the first power it gives is increases your out of combat regeneration in outdoor Shadowland zones. While in your Covenant's realm, the regeneration amount is increased even more. So I don't even know how much that would mean. I haven't equipped 3 of the pieces yet to honestly try. And then the second power at 5 pieces of File of Serenity grants 70 strength for 30 seconds. Removing a disease, poison curse, or bleed increases the amount granted by 50%. So, I mean, that's what? 105 strength that I'd get there? Your spells and abilities have a chance to. And then number 8 is your spells and abilities have a chance to cause your target to erupt in blinding light, dealing 501 arcane damage or healing an ally for 590 health. So I guess that could be why too. But I mean, I don't even know how overpowered those abilities are. So I can't tell you if that's a lot or weak or is it strong because that set bonus might increase too as you level its gear level. So it might actually be pretty potent later on. But I mean, the first one only affects in outdoors Shadowlands, so I mean it's not even effective in a dungeon, and it's also not effective in PvP. So how good is it? I'll see what it's like. And I mean, it's not like I can even go to like. I guess there's target dummies at Bastion, so I mean I could technically go test out the damage output. So I mean I'd still have to switch it out for PvP if I'm doing a battleground. I don't know what your set does. Do you even have a piece of it? You're like, no, I've entered that first day. Since it can be ranked up, I've been holding on to the rank gear. Well, saying that it can rank up 7 times, I don't even know what the top rank is. Saying rank 3 is 170, so I can only assume rank. Doesn't it? Well, mine's like the selfless collector's gauntlets. Yeah. The irony is like this gear also has like it's all versatility like mastery gear. It's like what? Oh, speaking of which, I still gotta mail you those lock boxes. I don't think I'm gonna get a chance to tank any heroics today. Because I want to get a solid Raider IO right off the bat. But I'm going to constantly running Mythics. I got to start planning routes. The problem is I haven't been in a lot of the dungeons. I've only seen like 4 of the dungeons. I'm not going to lie. So I don't even like I've never even been in the other side. I don't even know where you start in that dungeon when I'm looking at the map. I don't know the boss fights. But I don't know any of the boss fights to even tank it. So it's like yeah, that's for my Kyrian set, yeah. I'd almost wonder if I could pull the Toiling Groundskeeper with this other group here. I'd almost say go up along here. We'll see. Let's see, we're almost done. So you have to pull that. Let's say we went around that instead of that. Still an O. I mean, you have to clear to that. Instead, you did. So that is. I mean, you still have to kill this guy. Uh, Here's the problem. I mean, still have that. You got your sandwiched here. How much of that stuff do we know? How much of that stuff in that after that first boss and whatchamacallit can see in Viz? Do we know how much of the stuff up there can see through Invis in Halls of Atonement? So after you kill the rock boss, do we know how much of the crap up in there can see through Invis? Because I'm looking at a path right now. I should probably actually be doing my dailies. But I've got a path that's at 101.83. But it honestly comes down to how much it sees stealth. Not gonna lie. Because in all honesty, Halls of Atonement, you pretty much get all your percentage before you even pass the second boss. That's why I was curious about how much shit could be bypassed in the second and the upper part there after the first boss between the second. I guess that'd be something to go in and see what can and cannot see stealth. I would assume the big ass gargoyles can see stealth. The Stoneborn slashers. I would assume that they can see stealth. No, it doesn't look like they can. Is there anything that here can? I don't think anything can. That's kind of odd. Huh. I'll have to look at that at another time. Because that should have been one thing you guys were testing in those mythics zeros, is having a stealthy in the group to see what could and couldn't see stealth. Because if you want to shorten times and shit, that's the best way to go about it is invis potions and shit like that. Do they still work though? Because I had heard that anything below level. Well, that's why I was planning routes. That's why I was like, I was doing it. And I was like, if you clear to the second boss like a path, you're at like 130%, and that's on the bit much side. What's going on over here? Because I don't even know if invis potions will work. Because didn't they say potions below level 149 or what, or level 49 would no longer work? You'd have to use of level. Hello, lag, my old friend. It's like we just met each other. Where'd you get it from? Because normally that only happens to like specific leveling gear or like, yeah, like a cosmetic. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah, it is. I've just been vendor trashing all my greens after I collect them. Yeah, but if I have to collect it for transmog myself, and then I've been transferring them over, and then what I can, I've been sending like my cloth over to my clothy, leather over to leather. That way they have their stuff. Eventually down the road, I mean, then I can. But here soon, if that thing works the way I think it does, I'm gonna take that on Pelagos just to see if how it functions, and then I won't have to worry about breaking down anything. If it's as good as it makes it out to be, could you imagine going into a BG where you can like winter grass where you can farm honorable kills like really easily, and then just walking out of there with a ton of enchanting mats? Because that's one thing I'm going to start looking at is planning routes. Because it shows me the percentage and all that. But it looks like nothing in there honestly can see through stealth. So I'll take advantage. I mean, if that's the case, then I mean, kill what you can in the upper deck. That's easy. Honestly, what I'd probably do is take the two gargoyles near the stairs since they can be pulled up the stairs. Just bypass everything and pull everything up towards the second boss so that way you don't have a whole bunch of shit kiting into you at all times. Fight the one group probably in the water initially. That's right there by the fountain. Um, ooh, Vile Wing Sentry mounted? That sounds hot. Um, then just going from there. Because, I mean, honestly, it'd probably be safer to fight up on the stairs where there's not a lot padding. And you don't have to. And then I think what one of them has a knockback effect. I think that's the gargoyles have a knockback. It's better than to have and be able to point it up the stairs where it won't affect you getting thrown into other mobs and shit. Because the other day that got really crazy for me on my Halls of Atonement. You had people who, of course, were like, "I'm gonna stand to the left and right of this," and of course the wind buffet tapped them and fucking they got thrown into like two other groups, and it got ugly real fast. Poor healer on that one. I think it was a shaman. He was definitely working overtime because of I don't and I get it's heroics and you're gonna get people that are like and they're like I'm just gonna do whatever and pull crap and do stuff and because who cares? It's a heroic. No matter what, it's getting done. But I mean, it's hard as shit when I'm already trying to like stabilize, how much I can pull, and then I got people mispulling, body pulling, pulling early. Oh, I was looking at the foods. There's one that actually has me interested. It's a food that makes me breathe fire. They brought back basically that. You remember that from the old food? And I was like, you know what? That depending how often it procs, that might be good for a tank. Because it's the. I'll link it to you. Shit, lag just got real again. Uh, there you go. So I'm curious on if that's any good. Because I'm like, because it's like in its own little category with two other foods, and I was like, I wonder if that's supposed to be kind of like the foods that were used for Torgas kind of a situation. At least this time I'm not killing fucking baby turtles. So I'm honestly surprised like him at Nessingway wasn't somehow connected to that quest. There's probably an entire like undead realm that's just waiting for that fucker to die, so they can torment his ass for all the creatures he killed in his lifetime. I'm half surprised that Ardenweld hasn't made a reference to him in some way. That they like, do you know that Hemming Nessingway guy? Just like, I would think that'd be funny. Like, Because isn't there a reputation with Hemming Nessingway? Like I wish there was like a dialogue or something with that that would be like, you know, some of the spirits are restless like they've met you before or something. Something about like a small hunter or something. But just some sort of reference because I mean I'm sure there's a lot of spirits here because of that man. But I was curious when I saw that one because the other foods they that are in that category, right? Because it's called soul food. You got the fried bonefish, which you gain speed for a short time after killing an enemy. That would actually probably be interesting in PvP because you basically get a sprint out of it after killing somebody. And then the other one is while out of combat, heal for 1,000 every 5 seconds for an hour. So that's not too bad either. That would probably honestly not be too bad in PvP either. Kill your opponent, get out of combat, and start healing. Did he? What's up, Core? Yeah, we were talking about paths and mythics and all of that. I spend like 3 hours just getting my dailies done, just so I can get the reputation, so I can get the exalted 200 gear. No Toby. It's only what, like 1 o'clock my time right now? Probably another few hours. So it made Happy suddenly decide to start wanting a tank. I thought he wasn't gonna. Oh, it's this quest. Gotta turn him into frogs or whatever. You gonna try to go get little? Ooh, kitty fart. It's stinky. Oh man, it smells like his breakfast. I hear you and Maid Forge were getting Biz all riled up. Did you do any of your skirmishes with Maid Forge? He asked me to ask you to do skirmishes with him. That's so funny. Aren't you glad that you did that? And he's gonna get into the FBI. How more I need? I think I'm at 8. 2 more. For her Maid Forge's covenant, he chose Necrolords. Like, I'd be curious to know how they would even nerf a covenant. Like, because I mean, it's not like we all have the same ability. So I mean, maybe like individual like covenants. Sounds like those damn neighborhood kids are back. No, I'm talking about Core's dog. He's always. I still can't believe he's getting the. He's like, if he gets all charges, it's 340 years in jail. Holy shit! That's not worth it, man. Why in God's name for the that's how much jail time the kid that lived next to me is facing for the armed robberies he did. A maximum of because he got like 17 counts of like each thing, and they with all the counts, if he were to get found guilty of everything, he's looking at 340 years in jail. Like I mean, like I would I would have at that point, and I think he pleaded innocent too, so it's going to court, which you know they're going to throw the textbook at him at that point. I would have probably gone the plea deal, pleaded guilty, and maybe I'm not surprised. They were sitting there burning tags off of clothes on their porch. Nothing like nothing like broadcast in the neighborhood that you got stolen merchandise. Oh, I didn't witness him rob. I mean, the one girl at the cars probably will be that he held at gunpoint. And mind you, this was like a young girl, like 18, like having a gun. And I knew this girl when she was like 8 years old, because she ironically lived across from where he lived when he did it, because they moved. But ironically, she used to live right across the hall from the people when they moved in. So it'd be like you'd have to be if she still would have lived there. It would have been hilarious. Come home and see the dude that just like robbed you with a gun in your face. That's definitely not well thought out. And I'm actually surprised that they didn't milk Stephen Hawking for everything he was worth. And by that I mean like seal up all his sperm that they could. That way they can just breed a whole bunch of super scientists. Yeah, but in the future they might be able to work that out. I mean, at this point they're already talking where you can choose your children's gender and shit and their eye colors. I know, right? Yeah, like Down syndrome, autism. Yeah. Well, the biggest problem that comes with that too is I was watching a documentary on it. Is it doesn't just stop with people wanting to be able to choose their children's eye color and gender and getting rid of that kind of stuff. They also want to be able to put in genes that make them smarter, faster, stronger. So basically, people like you and me become obsolete. That we would all of a sudden become genetically inferior. Hey man, I didn't vote for him. I voted for Satan. Well, normally it's not that humans adapt to anything; we adapt our environment to us. We changed evolution of ourselves to evolve our environment around us. Meteors. Which would probably force some sort of new genetic traits within us. Yeah, in like a few billion years. Like, well, in a billion years, we should already be a spacefaring race at that point. Being in space? Well, I mean, if you go off some scientific theories, we're doomed to, repeat the cycle over and over and over because the universe will expand, collapse on itself, expand, collapse on itself in a continuum. Well, ultimately, they also say that the entire universe will just become dead one day anyway and be filled with nothing but black holes. But But that's also like trillions of billions of years away. Like, I'll be long dead before I have to worry about the sun, though. Like, unless they find a way to like res my ass. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be around when that happens. I mean, I'd love to be around when we become a spacefaring race because I just think it'd be. I think there'd be some badass shit out there to like discover. Like, I'd love to be alive for the first time that we actually make contact with another species. I would love to be alive for that. In all honesty, they've probably made contact with us, but they're holding back because they do not want us in space at all. Because like, look at us. We shit on our own people. Why the shit would you want us even in your galactic neighborhood? We're a terrible race. Like, we're still like in our infancy. Like, we can't even get along with people on our own planet. Imagine us in space. I know, right? Lots of anger, pent up like comments that just need to be said. I can't even get along with people in my own family. Hell, just the other day, I was yelling at my grandma's urn. She had it coming. How dare she get her dusties on my fucking cabinet? Every time she gets out of control, I'll be like, "Don't worry, Grandma, you're gonna be in the litter box in a few days. If money gets tight, you're the first thing going in there." Yeah, I noticed that. Even when I was like getting like overwhelmed with pulls and blowing my cooldowns or whatnot, their mana hadn't moved. Like, but I'd love to be around for that, just so I can see what they look like. That and that way, that theory that all life has to be carbon based can get chucked out the window. Because I disagree with that, where they say that life has to have carbon. Look at tardigrades. It's like the world's smallest mammal, and it's the size of like the fucking a microscopic creature, and it's a mammal. That's gonna be the first thing that gets nerfed. That's gonna get nerfed. Oof. So the number it pulls is how many combo points it takes away. Oh, okay. Oof. Nice. All my veiled augment runes sold, so there's another 10,000 gold right there. Wait, what? Well, the good thing is, like, for me, like, since I've just been tanking, like, I open the bag, I get 1,000 gold just from opening the bag and the augment runes. Me too, Ben. I missed you too. I need a healer. Me a little bit more than everybody else. What was it? I just want to get Pelagos upgraded because I was looking over his abilities, and this is what really's got me interested is cleansed vestments. You have a chance to obtain cleansed cloth and enchanting materials when you kill an enemy that yields experience or honor. And all those enchant mats are going right on the auction house. And that should make bank. Oh yes, we're gonna go to. Let's go. Go to Ouroboros for some reason. But now I can't remember why. Oh yes, I wanted to. Holy shit. That sounds terrifying. Oh my! Each one just picks a different target, just blows it up. There it is. Which side are they on? They're on this side. No. Oh, can I already buy that? I gotta do my dailies in the maw. That'd be. Dab can tank. Yeah, yeah, that'd be fine. Yeah, so yeah, I'll still roll arms, and I'll probably still go for prot gear. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I thought you said you were gonna set it out. That's so funny. Have you read the description, Ree, for the Blanchy mount? I don't know about that. But the description, like for the mount, right? In life, Blanche appeared to be an affectionate, well-behaved horse of excellent disposition and appetite. What evils must she have committed in secret to have entered her place among the condemned souls of Revendreth? What the hell is this horse doing? Because I just know you've got to do like a checklist of shit. I know it had to be, yeah, 6 days. She only appears for a few minutes at a time. Offer Blanche 8 handful of votes. I already have the sturdy thing and the comfortable saddle. I have those. I just have to go to what Westfall to buy the oats, the buckets next to her. You find the comb out there by talking to somebody, which I talked to somebody and gotten it before, and I was like, oh, what do I do with this? Nothing. Okay, in the garbage you go. My 15 slots are too important. Well, that's enough for him to do his winter grasp. Well, I'm gonna go out to whatchamacallit and do the pet battle out in whatchamacallit real quick, or whatever I can get done in Maldraxxus. Them reputations, man. It's gonna be egg yolk. Well, they said they needed like 20 minutes, didn't they? I haven't been. The last time I think I was in a group with Shag, I killed him when he was MC'd. It pissed him off something fierce too. I feel like icky on him. Actually, here is uncheck all flying. Anything that does magic? Good. Oh, that was Boomkins. No, we forgot, so we're gonna forfeit anyway. And I still fucked it up. Hawkeye would be. Jesus Christ. I gotta log out and log back in real quickly. It just like glitched out. I'm stuck in a pet battle, but not in a pet battle. No, they would be the people that showed up at Chris Hansen's. The things that he made Maidforge do in the dark room upstairs in the corner. Did you have him choose an elf too? A night elf? Ooh, that's awkward. Be like, come on, step into this room and out busts a goddamn female gnome. Everyone's nightmare. Or what's up, Happy? It was for social justice. Hold up, Maria, I'm almost here. Oh shit, I got inappropriate fast. Yeah, that's a loss. Okay, I'm zoning in now. Are you guys already inside? I don't know if I was supposed to kick that, but I did. Was I not supposed to kick it? Learning lots of valuable information as Shags is my test dummy. I just so totally taunted. I'm sorry. When to kick something, hit taunt instead. Damn, he just killed her. Just witnessed a murder. I don't even know what I need for arms. I'm really only worried about my prot one. That will be nice because it's survivability. Since it increases my uptime of my demoralizing shout by a ton. Damn it, cheater. It's me and Shags again. We stunned each other at the same time. Well, well that makes it kind of shitty to loot the boss. We gotta run. Okay, we can take that to get up there. Okay, nice. That was funny as hell. We're like actually down there like stunning each other and shit rather than one of us just like taking the hits. In all honesty, whoever gets chosen, whoever's the upper DPS, should probably be the one that always wins that fight, hands down. If it's a damage buff, would I need to go for this one. Yeah, we'll keep this under control a little bit. Little monkeys can't jump away while that's on them. Shit. Doesn't kidney shot also increase the damage they take from you too? This is the shit where it erupts from the walls, isn't it? Somewhere around here. Isn't there like a pathway where like shit erupts out of the walls like mobs? I wait for monkey to come back, and oh, I missed one of the monkeys. Yeah, I sold one the other day for 16. Oh, don't stand in front of this boss or behind him, Ben. He'll do an ability that like farts or throws up on you. This is the hallway. Shit's gonna erupt out of the fucking walls. I'm I'm ready to pull, but it's not me who's tank. It is not safe to be in there. That withering decay, or the withering blight, that thing definitely has to be kicked. Because we got two stacks of it, 40% reduced damage and healing done. So that's definitely got to be interrupted. Oh shit, poop blowing up on me. I knew that was gonna be for that mob. You gotta aim him at the wall. Yeah, that monkey one. He's like not. I mean, I think it puts us right in the middle. Yeah, we're right there. Right here. This one. This is sketchy looking. Yeah, 3 stacks. You're not gonna, because 60% reduced healing. Is it a disease? Can it be dispelled? But we don't have anyone that can get rid of diseases, do we? I'm surprised that they still. So that's definitely the target. Should definitely be the little monkey dude, the spewer. The big guy can just point him at a wall. Because not only that does it make it harder to heal, it makes it harder to kill him too. Good thing, I guess, if you got a priest with you too, technically they could banish undead or whatever. Shackle it. So you could shackle that shit. At least that one. It's finally useful in dungeons. Most of the time you don't run into undead. I know, right? Remember, it used to work on the actual undead race too. You could actually shackle them. How did I get touched by that? God damn. I like the worst gear RNG ever. This is like SpongeBob now. Gotta ride the hooks. No one got any gear? How's that even possible? What the shit? Okay. Way to go, Ree. Way to ruin it for the rest of us. I mean, it doesn't even matter what spec I do this boss, and he only drops a ring. This gauntlet right here sucks ass. Because what was it the other day? Trying to gather all the mobs up was a super pain in the ass. Because everyone was, of course, DPSing and I mean, he could probably go now. I mean, we're down to two mobs. Pull him in doorway. That way, that way we're out of range of that bullshit. Is there any? I'm assuming for Soulstorm you just get out of it as melee, or does it still affect you even at range? I don't think it matters. I think it looks like it's just a melee thing, but I think it's both. So is right always the way to go? He's gonna get his ass kicked. So right or left? Right? You said right? He's gonna get his ass kicked because he's an actual boxer. Like, unless he like pays like Floyd Mayweather to throw the fight. Ah, shit. Assuming it's that spellcaster that's eating me up there. No. No, it's the bones. It was the bone spear that was killing me. One of those bone spears hit me for 11k. Like, is there a way to avoid that? Like, did he just like dip and leave me dead? Fucking Mac. I've already released now. Oh, he died too. Okay, I was like, did he just take the portal and move on and leave me dead? I was like, dick. Yeah, you gotta be careful. Those portals land you right on top of mobs. This is the one with the wins. It's that wind guy, isn't it? Oh, you guys are like dying. Holy shit. Should I step through that portal? Hold up, let me go open up the upper portal. I'll open the upper portal and you guys can come straight up here. Yeah, I clicked it. Yeah, so I'll go wait for the tank at the boss. What kind of ring is this? Versatility mastery? Gross. What does this guy do? I don't remember. Oh, yeah, 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 yeah. The Soul Chaser. Your soul's running through me! The souls kept covering each other. Your soul juice killed me. Like I went to go for my soul and they just started like covering each other. Oh, healer's down. Big deeps. Big deeps. No, that takes you upstairs, doesn't it? The one over here is what takes you up to the boss. I actually got the ring. And I can't and of course I can't trade it because I don't really want to give up a crit ring. But I have to equip it, don't I? I can't trade this because it's below my. I'm below, right? It's, or is it because I have at least one? Okay, I do have one. Because I mean, I feel like this could be better used for someone else. Verse, verse mastery. Yeah, because crit gives me parry for my riposte ability. I could use the shield, not gonna lie. Oh shit, man! Don't try to run into the crowd. Bad things happen. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. They can be silenced too. So interrupting their. It's almost best to like take your own on because they don't have much health. No, we'll be fine. He's dropping. Blech. It's almost worth taking just on your own. Kick him, punch him, stun him, do whatever. I would probably just honestly grab the closest one you can. How much damage does it take if that when that stuff blows up on us? Can we just stack? Like, I mean, is it that much damage from the AOE? I'm gonna see that when the next time we get. Yeah, I think everyone's kind of got to take on their own image, at least interrupt at least that first cast because that was ugly. That was a lot of damage. I would think of it like you know how like all like the other ones normally you have your own little realm or whatnot that you go into and you fight an ad. I would treat it like that, and everyone fights their ad because grouping them up's just not gonna happen unless that damage is like laughable. Healer just got wiped. You know what? I want to stack with me, Ree. Stack, stack. I want to see how much this does. Stack, come here. Honestly, I don't think it did really any damage. 'Cause I want to see what hit. So, because the grasping rift is almost the more. I feel like it might have been the manifest death, which would hit me for like 5k. So, so yeah, grouping up's not a good idea. Full frontal. How is like? I wonder, Ree, if you were to ice block, could you drop yours early? Because it looks like someone dropped theirs early because I saw someone's spirit appear before mine did. Was that you, Ben? You know what? You know who didn't get with something for once? Dab. Dab didn't get hit. Yeah, after everyone else. After our healer face planted. What? That's a lie. That's me like, well, it's gonna lie. It lasted longer, so yeah, I'm gonna take more damage. Mine's kind of on the low side. You're number two. And I got beamed. I was too busy focused on the rhinos. Healer's dead again. Hey, hero's up in two. I got 2 minutes on my hero. Yeah, you're right, you're right. I've missed running with Shaggin back. Holy shit. This is like an AZK raid at this point. Yeah, he was at like, what, 12%, wasn't he? If like everyone wouldn't have gotten rhinoed. There's just a lot of mechanics going on in that fight. We blew into like, holy shit. There was a lot of shit went down all at one time. Re at 2.6, me at 1.9, you at 1.5, Shags at 1.3, and our healer at 67. I wasn't paying attention when we pushed it. That's funny as shit. So you can pull everything together. Is that what's happening? Who's pulling them all together like that? Mine just makes it so they can't leave the area. It's not mine. Because that's going to be rough as a warrior tank. Yeah, I'm punching stuff, fearing stuff, because my mass fear works on them. I mean, I don't care if we kill them one at a time, all together, but they need to not cast. I'm just curious on who's dropping theirs like before everyone else. I'm gonna hold on to my Blade Storm though. I always feel like on this boss, it's best to wait until phase two when he does the spirits or whatnot. To wait until then to do your. Hey, it stopped the cast. Sweet. My camera got all messed up. So I was at a bad angle. Healer's dead. He like took that right to the ribs. But you guys might be able to do it. He's high enough health. Below everything you got. My camera angle was sloppy there on that. Doesn't look like he's doing the spirit thing on this grasp, though. That's kind of interesting. It doesn't seem like he always does it. Yeah, you guys got him. Grats, grats. I'm down with anywhere. But my camera angle got sloppy, so I ended up in between a whole bunch of shit that I didn't want. That's going to be rough as a warrior tank, I think. Because there's no way for me to mass group up anything. Well, I think if everyone takes on their own spirit, and then, so at least kick it so that way we can all start moving together. And then once you kick it, move towards the boss for AoE. Because I guess for me, as soon as everything's together, I could use like a fear bomb to kind of fear it to like at least interrupt at least one spell cast on everybody. I can also use my uh, shockwave or whatever to stun all of them. It's Ardenweld. Well, it's not like our healer is dead for every boss, so I mean, honestly, I mean it's not too rough. If those fights aren't actually too. I'd almost say the pulls are rougher for the first boss wait until we get the tree right about to go down, and then hit with time warp. Because when he takes that extra damage, he's just gonna melt. It's over by Root Home, right? A lot of things are on the west side. No worries, we'll get there and we'll summon you. Assuming that I'm not the only one in war mode. To run like 100 yards and grab another flight point. Yeah. I started too. Same, I'm at 51 on my horde too. It's one of those things. I think once I've got my reputations done, that frees up a lot of time. I'm not going to worry about reps with my other warrior because it's just there to tank. I don't really need anything. So I won't have to. The only thing I'll have to do every day is the maw on that character. Everything else is just meh. What the hell is the summoning stone? Not like it matters. I guess I could turn off war mode for summoning here. Too bad Re like AFK'd before he helped me summon somebody. Man. Summon Shags. No worries. I'll be pretty mythic up for you when it comes time. What a night fae. See, this is the place that I wanted to really see. So on this when we get to the part for the miss, keep a track with me. How many gates we go through? I want to see if it's always the same amount of gates. So we'll, Okay, it was okay. So it was Mac that had to go. But what I'm curious about is because with like dungeon tools or whatnot, I can't formulate a path because of that second area. Because I don't know what you're gonna get. You know what I mean? But I want to see if it's what I honestly want to see is how many gates we pass through, so that way I can see kind of like is it always a guaranteed, let's say 40% that you're always gonna get no matter what. Because that tells me as a tank how much I need to pull in the first half and in the last half. If you had to make it up, last half would be the area to do it. But you know that way I know going into it like I need to do this or that. Yeah, you can. He's pretty pissed. Do it right before the mushrooms. Yeah, we gotta wait for everyone to be here. Wait until right before the boss. So right before the boss, there's that little mushroom field next to it. We can walk through there. We shrouded the other day when I was doing a heroic. So so right before the boss, you know how there's that pull where it looks like shit's fighting other shit. Yeah, and since we don't have anyone that's night fae anyway, we don't get the mushroom field for buffs. So that'd be the perfect thing to skip. Yeah, it stuns you. It's really bad if you're tank and you get hit with that because the shit will go everywhere. Because my DPS is probably going to be bad while we run through there. Because, like I said, I want to try to see how much percent that gives and if it's always a guaranteed that amount no matter what. Because I've gone a left path, I've gone the right path. Oops, I got hit by that. Yeah, shroud up here around this bend. A little early, but now I don't know if we'll get past the second group. Yeah, but we want to make it past this group too. I almost wonder if you could just walk around that and fight the boss. Like, that brings back memories. Good memories. Because, I mean, I don't think you actually have to fight that. I think you could just go around it, in all honesty. This is probably like one of the easiest like mechanics too. Just don't get stunned and like just blow up the tree, let him get take the damage increase buff and so I think I made a mistake. I just like ran through all of that because of that fear. like, is there a way to like? I mean, obviously I could pop my fear thing, but is there a way to like stop him from casting that shit, or is it just unavoidable? Yeah, yeah. Normally I've been stopping that every chance I get. What happens if it fears you into the mist? Like, I was AoEing. If I res, do I res right here? Nope. Okay, I just wanted to see where it would res me. I don't know if I can make it past this pull. Yeah, but to use it right here would be worthless. I'll just run and die. Wait, no, 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 no. I made it past. I made it past since they're fighting. Since they're fighting, I was able to... No. Yeah, it's a black version of the white one I have. I wasn't even looking to see what that boss drops. Oh, he dropped a two-hander? Shit. Alright, this is where I want to pay attention here. Do that. We're going to scoot it down over here. I have to fight that. Clear flower. This one matches. So, it's a solid. So this is the middle pass, or click this. So that was one gateway we went through. Unfilled circle leaf. Well, it's because it's solid. The other ones don't have solid. The one over there, it's the solid. This is solid flower circle. The hell? The hell's this is just like an empty path. So that's this way. It's gonna be the 5 mobs here, right? 2, 3, 4. Okay. So this is the third gate we've passed through. I got solid too. Yours is different, so yours has to be it. This one over here is the route we came in from. The one that's over here is empty circle. So which route is that? What did you guys pull? Is there a moth in that group? I think it's this group over here. Um, so this should be the 4 mobs. No, this is a 5 mob. So I'm assuming that this is this one. No, we didn't fight this one. Is this the one we just came from? How many mobs were in that last room? 4. It doesn't. You can't even get out of it with warrior ability. So this one should lead to the boss. So percentage wise, that was 44%. Because we went there, 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 there. So yeah, that was 44%. So the next time we run, I wanna see if that's how much it is too. I gotta check to see what this buy. Ah, it's Protinol. That's the same. Really slow. The one person. Non-solid one. It's this one. I'm trying to get away from it myself. It's gonna fucking go off on all of us. Seems like it likes to favor the tank with patty cake. Oh my god, like all of them are pointing that way. I'm gonna stay with Prod on this one. Because he drops both a shield and a weapon. But percent, Ben, percent. I mean, how deep in would we be able to shroud here? What didn't you use your cooldowns on? Should one that better? I read that as memory of the time worn tree tard. I was like, time worn tree tard. I was like, what? I was like, what kind of like what? Like that's not okay, Blizzard. Yep, you have a good one, Ben. I should probably go tag out for some sleep then. I gotta get up in 6 hours. Not even 6 hours, 5 hours. I've still got tomorrow to get more mythics done. But yeah, I like the way like I wish I could build a set around this Like I like the way it looks. I need to find like a good set of like black and blue armor. You know what actually probably would go with it? You know what would probably honestly go with it? Where is it? Do like for example, like those shoulders with it maybe? Let's see. Yeah, because I think those shoulders would go with it well. Problem is, I think it'd be hard pressed for everything else. Because I mean, at that point, like pants that are blue and black. Those ones. Yeah, maybe. I wish I could put in like criteria for like my search, like as far as like blue or black as like primary colors. But because like I mean, I feel like I could put so much more sets together if like I could just look by like primary color or secondary color. That might isn't that might almost go with it. What about these pants, Ree? Uh, On page 26, chest. Yeah. Because the shoulders go well because there's not a lot of blue going on there because they're from the Wrath of the Lich King set. But trying to match like that blue is really difficult. Because it's never ever just black. It's like shades of blue. It's the fucking problem. That could almost work. What about this? Because that almost kind of matches like almost looks like tree veins, doesn't it? Like leaf veins. I think the next hardest thing would be finding a good chest to go with it. Because the chest that goes with that set is way too blue. That's not too bad. Primal Aspirant's plate chest piece. Pride Keepers isn't bad, but I would not like the best. I feel. I linked you another chest that I think could kind of go with it. I don't feel like it's like the best option I could have. There's just not a lot of like stuff that like goes with it well. Like maybe, but because I think that would also go well with the pants too. Like I'm literally just going through like every item, just hitting control on it and seeing what it looks like. Here, what do you think of this, Ree? It's just so hard because you've got like black going on the sides, you've got like a gray in the middle, and then like the blue. So finding stuff that like matches is kind of a bitch. I don't like the look of it. Like I wish like you could take it and like make primary colors kind of match up better. Like I get like Blizzard wants to like have you find like 60 items all the same thing, just different shades of colors. Like damn, being better able to customize my gear like so that way it flows better. Especially when you get those unique pieces that just are super unique. This could work too. Because I'm hesitant to use this. Just because it's that blue is more of a purple. That's why I'm hesitant to go that route because I need more of a, like a baby blue rather than that dark blue. And that's why I'm okay with the shoulders because looking at it, you can't really see a lot of the blue, but it's there. Actually, I mean, that has the right shade of blue, but it's not like black. It's like a bluish armor. That could work too. I don't like the look of it overall, but because at least it kind of matches the color of the pauldrons and it's got that darker color. I wish it was still darker. Like, I don't know what it is with them making black armor. Like Jesus Christ, it's actually not too bad. There you go. What about this, Ree? Just go. F it. I'd need different gauntlets and not such a like a big ass belt on me right now. But I think that could work too. If only this kind of worked. What about something like this, Ree? Because I feel like that'd be the right kind of blue. I'd have to change my pauldrons, I think, or that right kind of black. I'd have to change my pauldrons, I think. Actually, that goes well with the legs. I'm not gonna lie. I think they're actually both part of the adamantite set. Or is there adamantite gloves? Yeah, but not enchanted like that is. It's not the right shades of anything. So you throw that belt on there. What shoulders? No, there's no adamantite shoulders. Do I feel like I need some flair though on my shoulders though, as far as like the look to kind of bring it all together. How do you feel about those? It's not the right kind of black though. Actually, yeah, but it's got that red. Shit. I was looking at that, but it's got red instead of blue. If it had like a blue to it, that's not the right kind of. What that? What about this, Re? What do you think of those shoulders? But it's not the right kind of black though. Oh no 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 no! I know, but I feel like so much going on. What about this? What about that? Or even that? The first one I linked there of the Primal Gladiator. You said the Dazzlor? What about these? What about those? Let's try that look. What about? I mean, I don't really have anything with gold trim, so I don't know how this works. Or what about like this? Yeah. Yeah, that would. I wish there was a black model of that because I saw that too, and I was like, oh man, that would go well. But I was like, it's white. I mean, unless I went with like a black and white theme, but I think it'd be kind of odd. I I'd be curious. Like I'd be hard pressed to find. I think a chest and pants that would go with that because you got two different color themes going on there. I'd have to. Yeah, I think that would go well. And for back, I'd almost say going with one of the newer backs like that we were looking at the other day. That was like one of the cosmetic ones. There's so many backs. The fact there's 60 pages. Only bad thing is like the back I want, of course, is red. I don't know. I mean, it could still work. I mean, it could look like a sacrificial daggers coming out of my back, kind of a thing. Too bad that's a world drop. You know anyone that gets that to drop, it's auction house for like millions. You know what would actually could potentially go well with that? The angel wings, because you got the black which would match the helm, and then you got the white that would also match the shoulders. Bad thing is a lot of these don't really mesh well because the coloration of it's not very matching. But I'm gonna go ahead and call it. But thank you, Reed, for sitting there and picking out what could be look good for that set. The adamantite, though, that could definitely be a way to go with it. I mean, it's not like I can't craft it. I'm a goddamn blacksmith, so I could easily just go craft the pieces myself to get the transmog. Finding a good pair of shoulders, and then I think gloves would be the only thing, and then a weapon. I would need a weapon for it. You know what? You know what actually probably go well? It might be too cyan colored. The bone shards, which call it, because I would need something that's black and bluish. But I think his is more of like a teal almost. I'd have to look at it. But bone shard scythe or whatnot might work. But no, I do think that that shoulder would look good with it if I could just find like a good chest and good pants that could go along with a black and white theme. I'd really need something to draw it together. And thank you so much for everyone coming and watching today. I do have to go to bed. I got to be up in 4.5 hours for work. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for coming. Please hit that follow button. Have a good night and stay safe.